Class 10 students of Delhi Public School, Kalyanpur. Today, proceeding with the same chapter, agriculture. After doing the major crops of India, we come over to the next topic. But before that, please note down few changes made by CBSE last year. That the food crops other than grains and non-food crops have been deleted from your syllabus from this chapter, which means skip page number 40, 41 and 42. Over to the next topic as technological and institutional reforms. Sustained use of land without compatible techno-institutional changes have hindered the pace of agricultural development. In spite of development of sources of irrigation, most of the farmers in large parts of the country still depend upon monsoon and natural fertility in order to carry on their agriculture. For a growing population also possesses a serious problem in front of the Indian farmers. That is, we learnt last year fragmentation of land, which is a major problem that the Indian farmer is facing. Other than that, the farmers face problems like fire, droughts, floods, cyclones, diseases, etc. So now we can see that the main problems faced by the Indian farmers are fragmentation of land holdings by successive inheritance, primitive methods of farming, dependence on monsoon and natural fertility of soil, exploitation by local moneylenders and middlemen, and lack of insurance against natural calamities. To overcome these problems, the Indian government worked upon few technological reforms. That is, high-yielding variety seeds were being introduced. They were now being increasingly used to raise productivity. Chemical fertilizers are being used on large scale to increase farm yields and productivity. Irrigation methods, the flooding of water is now being replaced by drip irrigation and the use of sprinklers. The water pump replaced the Persian wheel, the plough by tiller, the harrow drawn by the tractor, the bullock cart by trucks. These were the technological reforms made by the Indian government. After this comes some institutional reforms, and those are consolidation of land holdings. The government took the step of promoting consolidation of small and scattered holdings through Chakbandi. The larger plots have become economically more productive. They save farmers time, money and energy. Abolition of zamindari was a step being taken by the government which was much required. Provision of crop insurance against flood, cyclone, fire, drought, diseases was another step to provide protection to the farmer against losses caused by these calamities. Loan facilities, Grameen banks, cooperative societies and banks for providing loan facilities to the farmers at lower rate of interest were some important steps in this direction. Special weather bulletins and agricultural programs for the farmers were introduced on the radio and television. Other than that, MSP, what we learnt last year, minimum support price, which the government announces a pre-announced price as minimum support price, remunerative and procurement prices for important crops to check the exploitation of farmers by speculators and middlemen. Other schemes were the Kisan Credit Card, that is KCC, personal accident insurance schemes, are some other of the schemes introduced by the Government of India for the benefit of farmers.